Hi, welcome to our second video in the series, Hidden Affections, Lovingkindness in Us. I'm Dan D'Agostino. I teach compassion cultivation training, and I've discovered as I teach that there's a lot of misconceptions about what lovingkindness is and how, if it's really understood properly, it can provide one of the solutions to the crisis of connection that we're going through right now collectively. So let me explain. In my experience, most people think of loving kindness either on the one hand as something sort of anodyne, something like a Hallmark card, something that's kind of anemic, that doesn't have power to affect my life individually. That's on the one hand. On the other hand, we often think of it as something, we elevate it really to a degree that's almost cosmic, right? That it's something up there in the ether that's unattainable. Only a few special people can actually experience loving kindness, not someone like me. Both these things are wrong. So loving kindness isn't some kind of rarefied state. Really, at its essence, it's just an unconditional sense of friendliness towards others. Now notice I didn't say unconditional friendship towards others, because that's another one of the fears, that if you train in your capacity to feel loving kindness for others, that you're going to have to kind of surrender your personal life and start becoming friends with every person you meet. It's not that at all. It's more of a sense of an orientation, letting the walls come down, and again, seeing people with a sense of friendliness, in the idea that we as human beings have enough in common, right, that I don't necessarily have to fear you on meeting you first. And in fact, I can actually kind of look forward to meeting a new person. I can look forward to the idea that potentially, under the right circumstances and conditions, you and I can be friends. So when we recognize loving kindness as the sense of friendliness, we see it's not involved in sort of grand gestures. It's actually just simple things like smiling at a stranger, right? Sharing time with a friend, being patient to people we care for, even being patient towards ourselves. And the best thing of all is that we have the capacity to develop this. So there's not this kind of sense that we need to be trapped in an attitude of alienation towards the people around us, right? That we can actually let the walls come down just gradually and start to feel more and more comfortable in our own skin and more comfortable in the world that we live in. It can be the key to connecting with others. So in the next video, I'd like to tackle what I call the Dostoevsky challenge. Dostoevsky, the great Russian writer, says in one of his works, or he has one of his characters say, "The more I love humanity in general, the less I love man," right? So the more I love humanity in the abstract, the less I love my neighbor. And what I want to do is show how the contemplative traditions that have actually developed over millennia, how to train in loving kindness. I want to show how they really undercut Dostoevsky, and to show how the two ideas are not actually contradictory. In other words, it's possible to feel a sense of warmth and a sense of positivity towards the human race and still feel a sense of warmth and positivity and friendliness towards our neighbor. And I'll explain why. See you then.